What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you have not already, please subscribe as I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, my favorite part of this whole game, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section as I really enjoy hearing what you all have to say about these topics. And let's get right into this one as the Skip Bayless saga continues, ladies and gentlemen. This dude just does not know when to quit. And I'm trying to be as diplomatic with Skip because there's a subsect of people that have conjured up empathy for this man, as if Skip has not done this to himself. Skip Bayless has had one of the hardest fall offs I've ever seen in sports, and it was all to his doing. His undoing was his doing, and this man has come out now and blamed the Fox Sports 1 executives for he and Shannon Sharpe's feud. You can't make this up. This dude's not even taking accountability for the disrespect that he showed to Shannon Sharpe, the one guy that made Skip Bayless relevant again. You know what I mean? Because I don't recall many people being excited about Skip Bayless's show after he left, ESPN First Take, Stephen A. And that era. I don't recall a lot of people being hyped up about Skip Bayless going to Fox Sports 1, but we all know that he and Shannon Sharpe was able to catch lightning in a bottle per se, and Skip was relevant again for quite some time, but it was solely on the coattails of Shannon Sharpe. But of course, the splitting of Skip and Shannon Sharpe also marked the end of Skip Bayless, and this dude doesn't even have the awareness, the self-awareness, to realize this was his mistake. As he literally says, he literally said that Fox Sports 1 did not mediate the feud between he and Shannon Sharpe. And my whole thing is, the whole feud began with your disrespect, Skip. What is there to mediate? I'm positively sure. I'm 1,000% sure. And these dudes, they put out a certain image in the public. They could be a totally different person behind the scenes, of course, but I'm 100,000% sure that if Skip just apologized to Shannon Sharpe, that would have healed at least 80 to 90% of the tension that he and Shannon Sharpe had. Now, there was other instances where Skip would, kind of, I would say downplay Shannon Sharpe's, value to the show. A lot of times he would try to overtalk Shannon Sharpe when he would be, on a hot take and he would really be cooking, or he would try to, bully Shannon Sharpe off a point that he was making. But in all, we all know that the thing that sealed the deal per se between these two was the infamous incident that happened in February of 2023. So, of course, that led to Shannon Sharpe leaving Fox Sports 1, going to ESPN. We all know about that documented history by now. But things are starting to begin to leak from behind the scenes. And once again, it's Skip Bayless being the messy one. He went from disrespecting Shannon Sharpe to now disrespecting Fox Sports. It's like, bro, when does it stop for this dude? He's still on Twitter going crazy, disrespecting people. I don't know what this man's plan is going to be for this quote unquote next move that he has for life after Fox Sports. But I doubt anybody's going to, be supporting it. Anybody's going to tune in. But yeah, literally, ladies and gentlemen, can you believe that? Unless you a Skip Bayless supporter, because like I said, there is a section of people that I didn't even know existed. I didn't know that Skip Bayless still had supporters, at this phase in his career, as he has routinely made disrespecting athletes and coaches and even team owners You know what I mean? He went at Mark Cuban. Him and Mark Cuban had a nice back and forth where he didn't get as disrespectful that he typically gets, but he was up there trying to downplay Mark Cuban's knowledge of the game. Um, and it was just, fascinating to see how Mark Cuban was breaking him down. But all in all, the common denominator, can't talk, the common denominator in all of this mess is still pointing fingers at everybody else. And it's very shameless. It's very shameless on Skip Bayless's part. Because I've said this once, I've said it twice, I'll say it again, that Skip Bayless was very crucial as far as, me being into sports as much as I am now. Like I used to tune in faithfully to the golden era of First Take when him and Stephen A. Smith used to be cooking. And so I was a big fan of Skip at one point in time in my life. To see again his fall off is bittersweet, almost. But the fact of the matter that this dude has no empathy for anyone else, and he continues to play the blame game. It's really becoming more sweet than bitter. I'm not gonna hold you. I am utterly happy that Skip Bayless is out of here because he wouldn't have drawn a line at any point. It was just a matter of time if Skip Bayless was still on air that he would have gotten into another spat with another sports figure that had more knowledge, you know what I mean, more value as far as their opinions and their opinions and their takes goes than his, and he would have publicly on air disrespected him, and then we would have had another viral moment, perhaps, where we would have had them talking about Skip Bayless's disrespect of another person. The list is long, ladies and gentlemen, and every time I think I know about all of Skip's beefs, because a lot of people don't know about he and Troy Aikman's beef. That's one of the first athletes he disrespected long ago when he still was just a journalist or whatever he was doing with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not positively sure his role, but whatever he was doing with the Cowboys, he was he did some very nasty work smearing Troy Aikman's reputation. And people don't know this, but this is why Skip Bayless is not allowed in Dallas, Texas right now. You would not see Skip Bayless in the state of Texas. Maybe in the state of Texas, but you won't see him in Dallas. And he loved himself some Cowboys. So it's just a point of the fact that this dude has a very long, nasty history of disrespecting sports figures. And for him to be blaming Fox Sports 1's execs for the situation that happened between him and Shannon Sharpe, it's just utterly disgusting, man. I don't know exactly when this all would have ended with Skip. I'm happy that Fox Sports pushed him out the door, as it was also reported that he had no intentions of leaving. He literally was fired. They kept trying to clean it up and be amicable about it. No, dog, you didn't have a farewell episode. It was unexpected. Anytime, and I've been fired before. I didn't have times where like, oh yeah, I was expecting another week on the payroll, but my own behaviors and actions led to other results. And it looked, the time that I've been terminated from employment, it looked a lot more like Skip Bayless's situation than Shannon Sharpe's situation. Shannon Sharpe had an entire farewell episode. We knew it was coming, a week or so down before it happened. And everybody at Fox Sports really showed love to Shannon. But Skip, if y'all seen my video when all of this first happened, I think I made 2 videos covering, the situations that's happened. But if y'all seen the video about when it first all happened, Skip Bayless had a quote unquote farewell party after the show, and nobody showed up. Because of course everybody on the show knew. You're talking about the Keyshawn Johnsons, the Paul Pierces. They knew that was Skip's last episode for sure. And the execs, of course, would know as well. But they did a behind the scenes showing Skip, gathering his things, I guess you want to say. And nobody showed love. Nobody, thanked him or what I'm saying, wished him the best, as far as life after Fox Sports 1. And now you see why, man. And for the people that have sympathy for Skip Bayless, what else do y'all need? Honestly, this is the argument that I've been asking these guys, and nobody can give me an answer, because what Skip Bayless has done is the equivalent of us going into a restaurant, right? You go into a restaurant, you disrespect the wait staff, the cooks, the managers, the hosts, and then you still expect 5-star service. That's the equivalent of what LeBron Skip Bayless has done. He's literally gone into the sports world. He's disrespected everybody that is of note. You know what I mean? And that definitely has way more value to. Well, let's just say it like this. I've seen him argue with Chris Carter, the legendary wide receiver, about football. Right? Skip Bayless ain't played a damn minute, a second of NFL football, and argued down Chris Carter about NFL football. And it was just cringy to see, because it's like, dog, you're a sports reporter. You ain't never put on the pads. You don't know what it takes. You've never been in the locker room. How can you say Chris Carter is wrong about a football situation when Chris Carter has been there? Not only that he had been there, I think Chris Carter did like damn near what, 14 years, 15? I can't recall how long he played, but he got skin in the game. I wouldn't be sitting there going back and forth for no Chris Carter alone in the NFL locker room. I'm not privy to that information. So we've seen Skip do that, not just with him. We've seen Skip Bayless go at Shannon Sharpe over Tom Brady. Like Shannon Sharpe ain't give the game of football a nice chunk of his life. And it's just nasty, man. And I'm happy. Like I said, it was bittersweet when I first learned of all of this stuff going on, but Skip Bayless continues to just drive the stake. And it's like, man, it's hard to feel bad for him. It's hard to have sympathy for him. I just believe a lot of these Skip Bayless sympathizers don't know his history, and I always tell people, start with the Troy Aikman situation. That happened like way back damn near, when was Troy Aikman? In the 90s? So yeah, that happened 30 years ago. You have a 30-year history of disrespecting athletes, coaches, general managers, you know what I mean? Other journalists right there on the panel. How many times have we seen Skip Bayless talk crazy to somebody that was on the panel? Like, brother, this is an opinionated sports business. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like if whatever Skip Bayless says is gospel. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of the fact that this dude has a arrogance that's unhinged. And like I said, his downfall was his own doing. And I've tried my damn hardest to have some kind of remorse for this dude, but at the end of the day, you can only have so much empathy and sympathy for a guy like Skip Bayless, because he continues even right now. As of the reporting of this video, what I'm reporting to y'all just dropped. Like this fool just said this, and it's just another moment in Skip Bayless history where it's like, do you not know how to read the room, sir? You know what I mean? At this point in Skip Bayless's career, like as of today, you would think he would just be humble, be quiet, and go away, right? For a little while anyway. Just give it time to let this whole situation kind of die down. No, this dude is still in the news, still being disrespectful. And you know what I mean? It just further confirms why he's in the position that he's in now. But yeah, I'll follow him. I follow him on Twitter. I cannot watch a Skip Bayless episode on his podcast. I just can't sit through that 20, well, I don't know how long his shows be, but the shit be boring. It'd be boring. You know what I mean? I cannot watch Skip Bayless. In addition to that, this dude still, all he talks about is LeBron James, the Lakers, Dallas Cowboys. It's like, brother, oh man, it's sad work. It's okay to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks or the Sacramento Kings or the Indiana Pacers. It's okay. It's other things going on in the sports world. But dude just don't get it. And honestly, it's sad to see in one aspect, because you see how the whole sports talk game has surpassed Skip, and it kind of brings some vulnerability to me as a journalist as well, because God willing, one day I'll be 73 if I still have the energy and passion to do this kind of stuff. I hope I ain't Skip Bayless. You know what I mean? I hope I'm still not sticking to old journalistic tactics, because that's what Skip does. His whole tactic is something called yellow journalism. Y'all should look into it. You know what I mean? I've been studying journalism and media for quite some time now. What Skip Bayless does is pure, 100% unstepped on yellow journalism. And so, at this point, again, it's hard to have some sympathy for a figure like this, because this fool is actually blaming Fox Sports 1. He didn't even have the remorse, I guess, or the wisdom. Let's say it like that, wisdom. Because sometimes you can apologize and not mean it. You know what I mean? Just for the sake of the situation. Let's just, let's just agree to disagree kind of thing. But this dude don't even have that much. He's lived 73 years and he's still a child. You know what I mean? He's still immature. He thinks his opinion is just the end all be all. And as you can see, the sports fans have spoken. As Undisputed, since Shannon Sharpe has left, has lost 500,000 viewers, ladies and gentlemen. 500,000. And you know where all those people went? If they didn't come to Tony the Savant. They all went to ESPN. They all followed Shannon Sharpe over to ESPN, as their, I think ESPN's ratings and boostings have gone up like damn near 400,000 an episode. Anytime Shannon Sharpe was on there, they getting another 400K in viewership. So that goes to show you right there. You know what I mean? Everybody that left Fox Sports Undisputed, well, let me say this. Everybody that was tuning into Fox Sports 1 Undisputed was tuning into it to see Shannon Sharpe. And literally the moment that he, oh no. So I'm watching this Olympic women's game, and Kalia Copper just threw the ball at the opponent. It's wild, bro. What's going on? We way more superior than this, man. We ain't got to be acting like that. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. That's pretty much all I have for this video anyway. I'm really watching this game. It's getting kind of interesting. It's USA women's versus... Oh, well, it's not interesting. The game is over. There's 0.8 seconds left. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all on this one. Skip Bayless continues to drive the nail in his own coffin. And I'm kind of interested to see what happens next. I'm only paying attention because this is a car crash. Skip Bayless is crashing out. And it's sad to see, honestly. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like this video. Ladies and gentlemen, please like the video before you exit. I definitely appreciate that. Share this video. Hit the notification bell. So you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. Please subscribe to the channel as I drop content daily. Go live daily. Stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, man, leave y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested to know what y'all got to say about these topics. I am Tony the Savant. Peace.